Welcome back to Mega Man X Command Mission. So, I'm skipping the intro this time because it's an intermission-only episode, so we'll get the mission briefing next time. For now, however, now that Nana's here, we have a bunch of different functions. Also, she's gonna be the way we actually get to start missions from now on. Chief R can just delegate starting things to her, so... if you want to continue on with the story, you talk to Nana. But we've also got the Deployment Center and the Sky Room. So Deployment Center is a mechanic I've seen a couple times here and there. In fact, it's a little similar to something in a game I'm playing right now, the Merc missions in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But it's definitely a lot more simple. We can find various mechanoloids around the world, though we do start with some by default, and we simply send them out on missions. So you do need to pay attention to stats. Depending on the stats, you might earn more or less items. So those are our mechanoloids. We've got 3 locations, however, for the time being, I want to go to Lograno Ruins. So, each area does have a recommended set of stats you should specify. But since we only have 3 mechanoloids, this is what we get to use. It's just these 3, so... Alright, send them out. Now, because we only have the 3 of them, we can't actually take on Central Tower or Tiana Camp right now. But yeah, that's what we want. So you also get a decent idea of what items are actually in an area depending on the number of stars at the top there. We'll see more of that later, but Deployment Center takes some time, so while we wait for that to actually work, let's check out the Sky Room. So the Sky Room is where you go for your bonus stuff. It's essentially our extras menu, but we can exist within it. So let's see, what are we starting with? You are... Computer terminal... View data. Okay, so yeah, this is basically, achievements before achievements were a thing. Most of these are a mystery, so I don't know what I'm aiming for. Real helpful. We'll check the other option later. For now, let's view our figures. So this is the stuff that we get from the, gacha machine that you need the figure tokens for. And boy oh boy, do we not have anything other than special Prion 2 special. Or wait, was that special 2 Prion special? I think it was the latter. Anyway though, yeah, we'll have to collect more of those later. Sketches, of course, are concept arts. So... if you're a huge concept art buff, you can unlock these throughout the game. There are 100, and you have no indication as to what is new and what is old. Files, on the other hand, are backstory. Now, I do wish that these had a slightly better reading format. The box to the side can be a little small, but I guess they also couldn't have made the font size any smaller, or this would be a pain to read. So yeah, we got an Origin of Force Metal, which is cool. We also have recaps as well. So... yeah, we get a little bit of a shorter briefing on Force Metal, because that's sort of the big thing of this game. It's not really been the focus so far, we've heard it a few times, and of course Force Metal is what we equip, but it is actually, like... one of the crucial portions of this game is the existence of Force Metal. That is what sets it apart from the mainline X games, I guess. Though, to be fair, in X8 we were collecting an item called Metal. That, however, is not, to my knowledge, Force Metal. It is a different thing, though. I really can't imagine Force Metal looking any different than the medals in that game did. But yeah, it's one of those things where, I guess if you want to read into it, it's kinda cool that we started finding that stuff and now Force Metal is a big plot point, but yeah, nobody in development has ever said like, oh yeah, no, that was on purpose. Those are supposed to be the same thing. No, that hasn't happened. Then X meets Ale, a member of a group called the Resistance. He sacrifices himself to hold back incoming enemy forces, giving X a chance to escape. Really didn't need it. Anyway though, yeah, so... It is a coincidence though, because, like, X8 and Command Mission were in development around the same time. And they came out around the same time, actually. Their release dates are pretty similar. This one was September 21st, 2004. What was X8? X8 was... where is that? There it is. Let's see, release date of that one, December 7th, 2004. So yeah, this actually came out earlier than X8's. So, you know, chances are, by the time X8 actually came out, you might have just been playing an RPG instead. Depending on your priorities. Also, one little thing I'd like to note is, I don't remember X games before X8 and Command Mission really specifying a date for the X series. Because, of course, infamously, Mega Man Classic is 20XX. So, apparently, X8 took place in 21XX, and this game actually takes place in 22XX, and here's some more official art, just, you know, not sketches this time. These would be great for wallpapers, except I'm guessing the compression and the overall size, probably garbage on any sort of thing approaching a modern-day computer. But yeah, so... Yeah, original original Mega Man series, rather, was 20XX, so... You know, it's not exactly 100 years, exactly. We don't know how long it takes to get from Classic to Command Mission, but they do hit the 22 whatever period in this game. So again, it's not particularly canon, but if you're like me and you don't care about that, then yeah, this game does take place after X8 overall. This is sort of the end point of the series. Also, you can view cutscenes. There is so much in this game and it's all still locked, so... We can swip through all of this and there's nothing to really be found except the thing you start with. But yeah, I just thought that was neat, the dates. Again, I don't really remember the X series specifying what time period we were in up until X8. And I usually put the manuals in the YouTube playlists, so I am at least vaguely aware of what they do with their manual. Alright, so hey, Deployment Center, how's it going? You guys back yet? No, they're not. So yeah, it's gonna take some time for our squad to actually return. If you're looking for anything in particular, which the walkthrough did specify a couple of things you might want, then yeah, it's gonna take a hot minute for us to actually reach anything whatsoever. Hey Spider, how's it going? Yeah, so legally we can seize anything we find if it's illegal, and then nobody really cares what we do with it in evidence, so, you know, I do hate crime and love the law, but that's part of the law, is that you can kind of just steal stuff from the evidence locker and nobody really cares. That's totally legal. Alright, so let's head on down to the shopping area. I guess it's kind of a mall. Not exactly a strip mall in the traditional sense, but, the storefronts are tiny. And I just look at it and think, man, what if this were a bigger store, though? You know, what if we just had a bit of a larger building and these were, like, at least a little bigger and more distinct and not just the strip of dull, depressing parking lot that you pull up to. Alright, anyway. Patrol dog with something to say. Arf, aroo, bow wow. Damn, that was insightful. So anyway, we heard something about a lady thief, was that? Well, apparently Sunbathing Woman isn't gonna give us any helpful info on what we might be doing in this next chapter, but what about you, suspicious Reploid? Ah, I see, that's why the Sunbathing Reploid is there. She's not red, though. She's really more of an orange, kind of a... wait, what is she? Yeah, no, she's really more of a pink. I guess that is kind of a red, but she's clearly not stealing anything. She's clearly sunbathing, it says so in her descriptor tag. Alright, what do we want? I guess Massimo's vow. Ooh, damn, we got the Massimo. Or at least the alive one. Let's see, bounty hunters, we've got R. What might Nana be under? I'm gonna guess she'd have to be under the second series, right? Bounty hunters? Oh, well. I guess we got the Shadow from the Shadow Betrayal. Alright, who else? Alright, bounty hunters. Oh, it's the Rowdy Reploid, the guy who fucking died. Yeah, they made a figurine of him. He exploded because of Spider, but we don't like him because he kinda sucked. But they did turn him into merchandise, at least. Alright, so yeah, let's equip this Ice Buster. Alright, so this is gonna be subject to change later, but I believe I do both Shot and Combat Absorber. Oh, okay, I make that change later. Anyway, at some point I briefly flirt with the idea of like, well, what if X was just defensive? And then I got like one battle in and it was like, no, actually that's a stupid idea, fuck this. No, actually I do want X to be able to hit things for damage. That's less stupid. Anyway though, yeah, so... we've got our weapons here, we don't need the Ice Buster. Okay, Queen of Spades. Sorry, I was reading the descriptions to see what I needed. You absolutely want a Queen of Spades for this next chapter. What that means by blanket attack is, if your weapon energy is high enough, Spider will actually just attack all of the enemies in a group. Which is actually, well, I mean, it's just really useful, so... if you don't overdo it on sub-weapons, or his action trigger, then you can actually just do a basic attack against a group. And Spider's not, like, the strongest, but it's pretty solid. And yeah, no, trust me, you're gonna want that down the line. Alright, item shop. I don't really need anything from you. Oh, also, you'll notice that vaccine program is actually grayed out. That's because there is a pretty short limit on items you can hold, so... that must be like 10, right? Oh, no, it's 9, not 10. Yeah, see, I'm trying to change it, but I couldn't. So yeah, you can only hold up to 9 items, which means you really can't hoard like you can in other RPGs. You have to make sure you have plenty of items and are prepared for the journey ahead. Though that also means you should be careful and maybe not actually max out on things in case you pick up things from, a dungeon or some enemies. Okay, and now we're just back to this guy who has some weird stuff. I don't remember if we've seen Slime Missile just yet. I don't have the money for it, but it's there. Alright, oh right, you're teleport. I'm gonna keep doing this to myself for a little while, I'm sorry. I forget this lady is the teleport center, cause I think I said this last time, I just assume teleport is the one at the top. But no, that's force metal. They save force metal for last. Alright, so let's see. Oh, we've got some +3s here, that's very good. Gain weapon energy +5 is excellent for just, you know, charging your weapon energy between rounds. You might want some status effect protection. I want to say Berserk and Blind in particular will crop up, though I believe I've seen Virus as well. The game is a little more willing at this point to throw status effects at us, so we have to be careful about that. Okay, yeah, we keep hearing about a red Reploid. Everybody's just going crazy about this mysterious red thief, but, I'm just a normal guy, it's my birthday! I'm a little Reploid! Come on! Okay, so I don't believe the dog last time was named Leo, so I guess we just keep getting different dogs? So this one probably isn't the Narc dog, then, because this is Leo. I don't remember it being Leo last time, but maybe it was. So yeah, everybody is just up in arms about this mysterious Reploid thief. We're not gonna worry about that, though, because we've got a deployment center to call. And this time they'll have the good news that they're done. Good, returned 3. Alright, what do you got for me? The exact items I need. Level up, 2 levels, nice. Oh, good job, Patrol Dog. 1 level's good enough, and... Okay, D-Shark, that was disappointing. Okay, so we got tank parts, we've got, some extras, and also analysis and trajectory. So, what did the spoils do? We can't really see it here, unfortunately. But these items right here, which I can't really they're like a U? I can't tell what they're trying to convey with that design, but... Yeah, those are various extras. I say various because if we go to the Sky Room, and check the storage cabinets... So we've got our figures here. That's all cool and all, but, we did pick up some area names. We've got, I think Lograno is one of them. So yeah, those do appear as models in here. We've got areas that we can pick up. I don't think I go through many of the sketches, but we do get this right here. We get concept art for the sketches, and... I should actually look up the... concept art to see if it's... Well, I mean, I'm sure it's been translated somewhere. I just need to figure out where, but it didn't actually occur to me. Yeah, no, actually, I should figure that out. Oh, and also, I did call it a scarf, and I wasn't kidding. The, like, energy trail that X leaves behind is considered a scarf. They just, you know, they decided they wanted to add something cool to X's design. And again, they succeeded. It's real cool. It really makes X stand out. Honestly, it might actually be my favorite X design in the series in general. Like, he's had some cool extra armors and all, but, honestly, I just think the simplicity of, like, a slightly updated X. You know, he definitely looks a little different than he does in the main series, but a little bit of that in the scarf, just... Those go a long way. I really like those. So we also have a new scarf. So yeah, you can find various things, including slightly different designs. So yeah, now we can run around with a blue trail instead of a red one. Isn't that cool, Massimo? I see Massimo is still conflicted about having to inherit the old Massimo's legacy, but, you know, there's no use worrying about it. All he's gotta do is, keep going. So we're back up here. And we've got this couple of Reploids. Hey, you probably don't remember what class I was before, but I'm class 6. Yeah, let me remind you I was class 9, because I bet you don't remember. Ha! Good job on getting promoted. Oh god, I got promoted too. Nobody can know I was promoted, not even the player. Alright, so we've got our next... God damn it, D-Shark. D-Shark, why must you fail me so often? Alright, so everybody else... Ah, there we go. Everybody else leveled up, which is cool. So we wanted the Lograno key. That's the next thing we need. Thankfully, some guy going down isn't the biggest deal, so D-Shark can immediately go out. So yeah, like I said before, the number of stars at the side indicate how many rewards are in an area, so if you're not seeing too many stars left, then you should probably just leave an area alone, because there's probably not much to get anymore. You can focus on other areas. But there were 2 items that the guide suggested that I pick up. We did not pick up the other one just yet. But the Lograno key is one of the things we do want. So, unfortunately, the Lograno key does not lead us to Zero's side of this area. Which I believe, let's see, was this the Hippopressor room? No, this is just one of the staircases. So yeah, you're not gonna find anything particularly strong here. They did not update the enemies that you'll find in the main hallway. And yeah, here's where I went to check, like, hey, is this anything? What do you mean there's no need to go back? I could learn the names of the other bosses in the game, X. I should absolutely be able to tackle Zero's side. Of course, the real answer is... There isn't actually a Zero's side. They didn't bother designing anything there. Cause why would they? You don't need to go down that way. Alright, let's refill the sub-tank. Oh, I didn't need to. Anyway though, this is the room we unlock with the Lograno key. So what's our reward for doing this? We get tank parts. Solid. Figure token. Sure. Another figure token. Okay. And then we have these 3. So, you'll remember the Spice... whatever girls from Giga City in Chapter 2. So, they sell us much better stuff now. However, the problem is, it's all really good stuff, and therefore probably not stuff you're going to afford at the moment. Like, yeah, no, I cannot afford 81,000. Here's coming. Human. That makes that sound less dirty. We've got weapons from Cumin. So you can kinda get a hint as to what the other playable characters will use in terms of their weapons, though it's just a shame that Zero died, so... The saber here will forever be useless, cause he's dead, of course. And yeah, these are extremely good sub-weapons as well, but... Yeah, no, I cannot afford this. Even if I didn't buy things before coming here, I could not have afforded any of this. Alright, and so the last one is Saffron. So let's see, what are you? Okay, so you're just the item salesperson. Oof. Why does this sound so rough here? I have to see if I can fix that. Either way, though, right, so yeah, there's a bunch of items, I guess I could have afforded some of them, but I'm not going to. And yeah, that's not actually a door. C'est non un door. Now, I did take French at one point, I should know the word for door. Anyway, I don't know how I missed this guy, but there is a deer ball here. I think he appears after you come up this staircase, because I don't think he was here before. Look, sometimes I miss things, but I don't think I'm that unobservant. Okay, so, this took a while after, doing all of that stuff, but eventually this team came back. Actually, first, we actually have to send some mechanoids out to other areas. Right, I did this first. Alright, so we got Deer Ball. I don't know why I don't feel like this was particularly important to do, all things considered, but I have to level with you, I was very bored. I had to wait a while to actually pick stuff up. Oh, and thank God D-Shark actually did something. But yeah, no, it took ages for this to actually happen, but finally, I got the Good Luck Force medal, which the guide suggested I get. So we've got a bunch of other things that I guess I could look at right now, but honestly, we've been to the Sky Room a whole bunch in this episode. And I guess we're... Oh right, I should also send people to Tiana Camp. I feel like these guys are going to be a lot more successful considering there's more than one of them, but yeah, no, it's the usual boys. You know these guys, you love them. The boys have been deployed. Alright, so yeah, like I was saying, we've seen the Sky Room plenty this time around, so I think then I'm going to lump that in with the next intermission. I don't know if next intermission is going to be only intermission, or if that's gonna be the start of Chapter 5, but for the time being, we don't have to worry about that. That was this intermission. Next time, we'll start Chapter 4.